Hey gents, new mounting position for the camera. Really just fashioned up a little hanger out of a paper clip and a screw into the cabinet. It's serving its purpose, huh? So I wanted to do a little review for ISM. I did a quick search. I don't see this kit listed there, so what the hey. Picked it up a very long time ago, and from what I've heard, these Dragon / Cyber Hobby kits, the flak kits, can be a handful, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. Here it is, flak38, Gepard. First opening up the box, you're faced with a ton of sprues. And the first major task is to cut them all out of their separate individual bags. So they are bagged up nice. Not that they're not piled back in that box unbagged right now, but they are. So I can try to maybe show a little bit of the detail. And before we remove that, as you can see with most Dragon Cyber Hobby kits, you get tons of unused parts. Parts are parts. Cool. I see that it even includes what I suspect is a trailer, tow behind, possibly ammo. And I'm hoping that all the parts are there, because why not build it and put it on the back of the damn thing? That's my plan anyhow. And if most of it is there, and it just needs to have some type of ammo box built, we'll get to that. And let's see here. It does look like there is 19 steps to completion, and 6 possibilities as far as markings or ideas for paint schemes. And if this is what it appears, possibly a gray and white combination, or a gray and dark gray perhaps, winter type scheme, that's probably the one I'll be going with. And now let's move on to what's in the box. We'll start off with the photo etch pack. Included is lucky number 13 decals, and it appears that there are 3 smaller frets of photo etch, tons of little clasps, it looks like, or handles of some sort. There is one very small sprue of clear parts. I don't know, maybe that is for a driver's hatch, possibly. I don't. This appears to be some type of radio, and various ends and pieces, some of them fairly delicate. It's funny they separate this from the rest, because it appeared there was even more delicate parts on the other sprues. This appears to be some type of engine grill, or possibly a basket for catching the empties. So there's actually 4 little baggies of photo etch here. And I can't tell if that's some type of engine grill, or, like I said, catch the empty brass in that maybe. I guess we'll find out as the build goes. There's some more photo etch. It looks to be some type of wire. I'm assuming that that's to make some type of tow cable. And then bagged up separately Appears to be a driver's hatch. Nice detail, not only rivets, but it seems to have a cast steel texture to it. Kind of nice. I don't know if that'll actually, if the camera will pick that up or not. First, let's remove this irritating little tape. And we'll see, grab a piece of paper here. As you can see, the static is up. It's been windy here the last couple of days. Let's see if that'll allow some light in. Not sure if that'll pick up the, I think the camera itself is creating the shadow, but I think there you can see the cast texture that comes on it. Kind of nice. I did plan on looking up the price of this kit. I think it was, when I picked it up, it was mid $30. Can't say much for the directions. They're probably going to be problematic, as Dragon instructions normally are. Seems like you build half the model in one step, so there's lots of little steps in every portion. Here we have the hull. Once again, nice rivet detail. Even some molded in. Don't know what that would be. Some type of spring. Maybe a spring-loaded hatch. Oh, even the bottom. Nicely done. Kind of liking that. It's a great place to practice new techniques, especially when you're working with new colors. Experiment with old weathering techniques and maybe some new ones that you've picked up along the way. It does come with magic tracks. I don't see that they are two different colors, so I don't imagine direction is going to matter much, which is probably nice considering the amount of parts that are in this kit. I'll just give a quick pass over some of these. I don't think that much of this will be used. I don't even think there's a figure in the kit. Not that there aren't figures here to build, but you got your standard equipment, helmets, shovels, gas mask, looks like some binocular cases. If you've built a Dragon kit, you probably have enough of this in one kit to last a modeler's lifetime, I think. It's a shovel to build. Alrighty then. And we'll move to this trailer. Don't know how much of this is actually I don't think but one or two parts on this sprue are used. There are a couple of pieces here that are called for. And I believe these, these two ammo can tops look like they're called for. The rest of this sprue, besides the two pieces, aren't even used. But like I said, if most of this ammo, I assume it's an ammo trailer, or supplies, if most of the parts are here, I'm going to build it. This kit is not a slouch in the detail department. Here you have an ammo belt. I'm not sure what weapon that goes for, because there's actually not only the flak gun, but I've seen several machine guns, different variants here. So this, I'm assuming, has gun ports on it somewhere. More of the rivet detail. Certainly by the looks of it, going to get my fair share of practice of maybe some rust streaks from those and chipping. I believe this kit, all of the hatches can be modeled opened or closed, and there is detail inside. I can't say that there's a full interior, but I have seen radio equipment and what I believe to be transmission. There's some more of these spring, I say spring, it appears to be some type of spring-loaded, possibly a hatch cover. And that is by no means the finest detail on this kit. There's actually, this one piece right here is kind of a basket weave in it, or carbon fiber. It almost takes that look, but that, not sure what piece it is, possibly one of the grates to walk on. Nicely detailed, absolutely. The lines on that, crisp and clean. Thank goodness, because I would hate to be tasked with cleaning up a part like that. Nice wheel detail. Plenty of rivets there again. This is a rivet counter's dream, I guess. Wet dream, as a matter of fact. You've got some leaf springs, which cleaning up that seam should be just more fun than one man should be allowed to have. But that's okay. I shall be tasked with that. Now this sprue contains what I believe to be some of the interior anyway. I don't know if that's batteries right there. This appears to be more radio equipment. And this is the part here. I don't know if that's transmission related, or it could just be one of the motors as far as rotating the gun. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I think is a full interior, but there again, I don't think that this particular vehicle has a whole bunch of interior besides engine compartment and driver's compartment. I think the rest of the happenings go on out in the open, in the elements. Here's some of the machine guns that they mention the detail on those. It just kind of caught my eye. All of a sudden here was this axe. I don't know why, but that axe head just seems out of scale. That looks like a Paul Bunyan piece of equipment right there. Oh. This kit definitely not a slouch on the rivets. Hopefully I will do it justice. And hopefully I can come up with a way to paint or mark these, the lettering system on the sprues. I think you could just about cut the modeling time in half if you could make it able to find the particular sprue. Sorry, I can't say I've actually noticed that before, but this this particular hose right here at the tip of my finger, it actually appears to have a textured surface to it, so I don't know if maybe they were going for a rubber type of hose, or maybe that's some kind of electrical conduit. I don't know that they did a bunch of electrical conduit back then. But it does appear to have a texture to it. At least that's what my eyes are seeing. And I can't say that this kit is one of the more popular builds, and that may be because it's problematic fit-wise, that or it's just the wrong detail. I don't know if these rivets are the correct scale. They seem rather large, but it's not going to stop me from building it, not in the slightest. Let's see if I can get in the shot here. Got some plating type floor, it looks like. Once again, nice detail. Not quite up to that basket weave that we looked at earlier, but nice just the same. This sprue, I believe, holds a lot of the flat gun itself. Definitely some nicely detailed parts. So this piece here actually has some more texture to it. I don't know if you can see there you go, plating detail on it or not. Hopefully all of that goes good to pick up a lot of wash and dry brushing detail. Here are what appears to be some engine parts, a radiator. I don't know, that's a pretty healthy looking gear right there. Just kind of inspecting if there's more of an engine to it, because this appears to be some type of pulley and belt system, and I don't see it. There's no shortage of sprues here. Just want to see if those particular parts are actually used or not. Oddly enough, yeah, that particular part is used. The pulley and belt. Several other parts on here are not. Nicely detailed. And then these smaller frets all set out. It appears to be some antennas and tools. That fire extinguisher is one of the nicer fire extinguishers I've seen in a kit. Not the chunky monkey part that I'm used to seeing, at least in the few kits that I've opened up. This, I believe, is the main gun, at least the barrel and a good portion of the body. And it is molded. Won't have to be tapped. That's nice. More tools. That particular shovel, see if it'll come on you. There you go. More rivet detail on it. Another axe that's made for Paul Bunyan. Okay. A couple of what antennas. Wheels, some more fairly delicate parts here. So, that is what I'm going to call my review for the Flak Panther 38T. Some of these parts are really good and small. Should be a fun build. So this is pretty much what you can expect in the box. Lots of sprues. No shortage of sprues at all. I won't speak to the correctness of the kit because my knowledge does not go that far. I will say that I'm not disappointed with the detail. There will be more than plenty of opportunities to practice several weathering techniques. So I will wrap up the video. I actually had taken some pictures and I will post those to ISM, and we'll check back in soon with some progress. I just want to get this primed up. I'm going to go ahead and prime it on the sprue this time, and we'll get started. Thank you for watching. Any comments, questions, tips, please leave them below. Thanks again, guys. See ya.